Hi, this is Alkan, and welcome back to my channel. I have information about the devastating earthquake that hit a country in Southeast Asia this morning. Unfortunately, there are casualties involved. Let's get into this. It's from Sky News Australia. It said at least 14 people died, dozens injured at the magnitude 7.4 earthquake rocks Port Vila, Vanuatu. I cannot pronounce these names for anything. It's by Lawrence Carrasoni. Says yes, 14 people had died after a magnitude 7.4 earthquake flattened buildings and caused boulders to crash vehicles in Vanuatu, with a magnitude 6 earthquake rocked the already devastated island. A magnitude 7.4 earthquake off the coast of Vanuatu has claimed at least the lives of 14 people in the capital city of Port Vila. Initial reports said that at least 6 people had died, with the death toll rising now to 14, according to the Red Cross early on Wednesday, citing government sources. More than 200 people had been injured at the mass casualty event just before 1 p.m. on Tuesday, which flattened buildings and caused boulders to dislodge and damage some vehicles. Let's put it that way. An estimated 116,000 people had been affected by the earthquake. Critical infrastructure, including hospitals and drinking water reserves, had been damaged. National broadcaster VBTC showed footage of the vehicles crushed under the debris at the top of buildings and boulders strewn across the highways, with landslides cutting off the cities from the port. On Wednesday morning, Geoscience Australia reported a follow-up magnitude 6 earthquake that hit Vanuatu. Speaking to the Today Show on Wednesday, Vanuatu resident Glenn Craig said the second earthquake was nothing out of normal. It was one day yesterday, which we got little to no warning, maybe 2 seconds, and then just absolute pandemonium. It was very chaotic, very aggressive, he said. On Tuesday evening, Prime Minister Charlotte Sawi declared a state of emergency, including a curfew from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. with only essential services operating. Mr. Sawi said it was sad and devastating time for Port Vila. The hospital in Port Vila was significantly impacted by the earthquake, with a triage tent set up outside due to the operating theater being taken out of action. Rescue efforts to find people trapped in collapsed buildings continue in the evening. A police official told the local media, "It is the most violent earthquake I have experienced in my 21 years in Vanuatu and the Pacific Islands. I've seen a lot of large earthquakes, never like this one." Dan McGregor, a journalist based in Vanuatu, told Reuters. Half a dozen aftershocks hit Vanuatu following the initial quake. USGS data showed several were heavy enough to be felt in Vanuatu, McGregor said. And an ex-post, the Prime Minister Anthony Albanese said the Australians were thinking about our friends and neighbors in Vanuatu after the devastating earthquake Tuesday. Foreign Affairs Minister Penny Wong said Australia was preparing to deploy assistance, including urban search and rescue teams and emergency medical personnel on Wednesday. Ms. Wong said it was a devastating tragedy which struck Port Vila, adding to her department has been in contact with its Vanuatu counterpart. The FAT was aware of a number of Australian presence in the affected region and is providing consular assistance to those in need, Ms. Wong said in a statement. And that's it for now. Yes, just like other major earthquakes in the Pacific. Well, this one did have a tsunami warning, but it was called off. But it was devastating. The U.S. Embassy was heavily damaged, so they can't use the building right now. I'm not sure they're part of the casualty count, but yeah. Our prayers go to those folks who were devastated by these earthquakes. Just remember, back in spring, we had a magnitude 4.0 earthquake rock New Jersey. Did a little bit of damage in some places, New Jersey and Brooklyn, but yeah. If you think a 4.8 is bad, believe me, 7.4 is a lot worse. It's close to an 8 or 9 on the Richter scale. And every time it goes up on the Richter scale, it goes up by 10 plus. You know, these things are not fun. You cannot predict earthquakes. That's impossible. They had tried that, and very little success in trying to do that. I mean, they had technology to let you warn you that an earthquake is already in progress, but we still can't predict them. It's next to impossible because, you know, you can't go all the way to the ground where the actual action's going on and put a device on it right there and then, because, you know, it's too way deep underground. With all the plates are moving either this way or that way or whatever which way it is, it'll probably be pulverized in a short time. So this is Alcan saying so long for now, and let's hope for the best.